Python is a high level. High level we completed. Interpreted also we completed. We are going to discuss what is general purpose language. Python is a general purpose language. A versatile programming language. Python is a general purpose. Even we can also call this Python as what? Versatile programming language. A versatile programming language designed to build software across many different domains and industries. So what are those domains, industries? We'll discuss it later. Just I'm writing a simple definition. Rather than being restricted to one specific type of task or platform. Okay, so that means this Python is not only for full stack developers, data and business analytics or data science. We can do so many things. And also this Python is not only limited to a single operating system. You can work in Windows operating system, Mac operating system, Linux or any other operating systems. Why is Python called versatile? Why is Python called versatile? So the first one is adaptability, means it can run, Python can run on different operating systems. Windows operating system, Mac operating system, Linux operating system. Okay, and next, multi-domain. It works for everything from simple math to complex artificial intelligence. And next, flexible syntax. It allows us to write code in different styles. We can write in procedural, object-oriented, or functional, depending on what the project needs. Okay, so now see here. So Python is a general purpose language. General purpose, even we can also call it as versatile. So why this Python is called versatile means adaptability. It can run on different operating systems. Multi-domain means it works for everything from simple math to complex artificial intelligence, and also flexible syntax. So this Python is going to allow us to write code in different styles like procedural, object-oriented, or functional. Okay, so now we are trying to understand these three. Okay, example. First one, procedural. Okay, to explain this, simply I can say that we are having recipes, right? So in case of recipes, let's say we want to make some biryani. We need to follow some steps. So that means some line by line instructions. If you follow that, so then only we are going to make some good biryani or something, right? Same like that here also, some line by line instructions. So recipe style means nothing but what? Line by line instructions. Procedural means line by line instructions. This is straightforward. Code that runs from top to bottom. For example, in Python, procedural means how we are going to write line by line. Let's say A equal to 10, B equal to 20, And finally, I am going to print a plus b. And finally, what is the output that we are going to get here? So 10 plus 20 means procedural we understood. Next, after this, object oriented. Object oriented means the class type. Whatever the syntax, let's say I wrote some code here. Till now, I did not explain anything about Python. So what is variable? What exactly this print statement is doing? So I did not explain anything. Just I am trying to have some concepts like procedural, object-oriented, as well as functional. So based on this, how the syntax looks like, that's it. If you understand, okay. If you are not going to understand, leave it. Okay. So here just we are trying to know how procedural, object-oriented as well as functional, how the code looks like. Okay. So now here we create a class. So actually class is something like a what? A blueprint. A class is like a what? A blueprint. A class for a calculator and then create an object from it. Okay. So a class is like a what? Blueprint. So generally, so we wanna build some building. Okay. Initially, we are going to have some plan, right? So initially, we are going to have some plan. So this plan only we are calling as what? Blueprint. So based on this plan, so we are going to start a building, right? Same like that here also, class is like a what? A blueprint. Based on that, we are going to create some objects. How this object oriented style, nothing but class style programs looks like in Python means. So we will write like this, class calculator. Definitely, so most of the students, you are not going to understand anything. Okay, so don't bother about all this. So just here, I am trying to show how object oriented syntax looks like. So definitely you are not going to understand, just leave it.
Sir, actually we are from non-IT background, so that's why we did not catch exactly what.
Yeah, so don't bother about all this. That only, so I'm telling from first, okay, whenever I started this, don't bother about procedural, object-oriented, functional. Okay, so don't bother. Because to learn these things only, you people came here. Is it clear, right? But here, I added some point called a flexible syntax. Flexible syntax means nothing but in three ways or three different styles. I need to show how it looks like. That's the reason I'm writing. Let's say, for example, I did not discuss anything, this part. Leave it. So just assume that I did not discuss anything about this. Just leave it. Don't worry. So when you will be getting the clarification means regarding this procedural. So once if I start programs in core Python, then you are going to get these syntaxes. You will understand. So coming to this syntax, so just let me complete this. So definitely you are not going to understand anything. Just leave it. Okay. Generally, this is the way we are going to create the object. Okay. Then finally, we are going to print. Okay, fine. So whatever, believe that object oriented means this is the way the syntax looks like. Okay. So where you are going to learn these object oriented syntaxes or programs in advanced Python. First we will be having core Python. After that, advanced Python. So then after this, how functional looks like. So we can also call it as the mathematical style. This uses a built-in functions. As usual, I did not discuss anything about functions or whatever to handle the logic in one line. So let's say in our Python, how we are going to write? So directly we are going to have what? Sum, and inside I'm going to write here 5 comma 10. Okay. The final conclusion is here. In all the cases, we did some addition only. For example, in procedural, something like this. So do one thing here. Here A value is 5 and B value is 10. So we are adding A plus B means 5 plus 10, 50. Okay, so in core Python, this is the way we are going to write. In advanced Python, this is the way. So here also, what is the final output? 5 plus 10, 50. Same output. And in case of functional, here also, what is the output? This sum is there, right? This is one of the predefined function in our Python. With the help of this sum function, simply we can add 5 plus 10 means 50. Okay. So in all these cases, the output is what? Same, but we are having different styles. Other than this, nothing is there. So if you understand, okay. If you are not going to understand, just leave it. Okay, fine. So this one, whenever we start core Python programs, you'll be having a clarification on this. Whenever we start advanced Python, these syntaxes. In core Python only, you'll be getting the clarification about these type of built-in functions. Okay, fine. And next, so in this particular definition, here I wrote one word called domains. Okay, so now regarding those domains. This Python is not only limited for a specific domain. So let's say after Python, so this is not only for artificial intelligence or machine learning or not only for data analytics. It's not like that. Okay, by using this Python, we can work with any domain. So that is the meaning. So let's say domains means areas of knowledge. That means where Python is used. A domain refers to a specific field of study or a branch of technology. So let's say by using this Python, web development domain, and next mobile development domain, data science, data analytics, artificial intelligence and machine learning domain, cyber security, game development domain. So I think you got some clarification here. By using Python, not only for AI, ML or data analytics, okay, so we can work in each and every domain. This is the another biggest advantage in case of Python. And next here, I added one more word also here. So what is that word? Industries. Let's say in web development domain, so that means we can develop web applications in different industries. So healthcare, banking, let's say we are having some OTT platforms. We used to call it as entertainment. Even we can develop OTT platform based web application as well as mobile application. So something like that. So now here we are trying to understand what here? Industries. An industry refers to the type of business or organization using the code, because Python is general purpose. Here, why I added this particular word means Python not only for specific industry. Let's say Python is not only for healthcare or something. Is it clear? Right? Because Python is general purpose, it is not just for tech companies. It is used everywhere. For example, let's say healthcare. Using Python, we can analyze DNA sequences or manage patient records by using this Python. Okay, next. In which industry? Finance, banking. Using Python to track stock market trends or detect credit card fraud. Credit card fraud. Next, entertainment. Used by Netflix for movie recommendations. Let's say you started watching some horror movies. Next time, if you open Netflix, it recommends always horror movies only. Disney for visual effects. So that means here not only for movie recommendations, even for visual effects. Automotive. This Python used in self-driving cars. Okay, fine. So I think finally, so you got some clarification relevant to industries. These type of points just for the sake of some reference. So don't bother about what is DNA sequences. So don't bother about all those. So just to know that this Python is used in different industries. That's it. So directly I can write healthcare, finance, entertainment like that. Just I wrote some explanation. That's it. Okay. If you understand, okay. Otherwise, leave it. Some people they don't know about even stock market also. Some people they know. Okay. So whatever. So don't bother about these points. Okay. Fine. And the next another important word is what? Rather than being restricted to one specific type of task. So what exactly task here? Task means here some specific actions. A task is the individual job the code is performing at that moment. It is the what of the program. For example, automation task. So by using this Python, automation task. So automation task means one simple example. So we'll be writing some Python code that renames 1,000 files in 1 second. Let's say I am having some 1,000 files, 1,000 file names. I want to do some renaming. Is it clear? Right? So instead of doing manually, so I will write some Python code automatically 1,000 files. All the files are going to rename automatically. For example, here I want to change. So right click. Then what we are going to do? Rename, and we need to type something here, right? So instead of doing like this, we are going to write some Python script. Okay. Next, calculation task. So in this case, we are going to write a Python program that calculates the interest on a loan. So instead of manual calculation, we'll be writing some Python code. So based on that, it is going to calculate some interest on a loan. Okay. Next, communication task. A Python script that sends an automated email when a price drops. Okay, let's say in Amazon or Flipkart, whenever price drops, automatically we are going to get an email. So even in SIVASOFT also, we are using what? WhatsApp automated messages. If you people inquire through Instagram or Facebook or any other, by default, you are going to get one message. Is it clear, right? Some basic information. Okay, I think you all experienced that. Is it clear, right? Okay, so even if you inquire at midnight also, you are going to get a message. So we are not sending manually. So we are using some WhatsApp API. Is it clear, right? So whatever. So in this scenario, assume that if any price drops in our e-commerce platforms like Amazon or Flipkart, automatically we all are going to receive some email whenever price drops. So now you got the clarification, right, relevant to this task?
Yes, sir.
Okay, these are all some sample examples. Okay, then in this definition, I wrote platform. Platform means nothing but operating system, browsers, mobile operating systems, cloud platforms, embedded platforms, something like that. So just write based on it. Platform means simply we can call it as environment. A platform is the hardware or operating system where the software lives and runs. Desktop platforms. We know Windows operating system, Mac operating system, Linux operating system. Next, mobile platforms. Earlier, we are having so many Symbian operating systems, so many we are having. Now, two operating systems, one is Android, another one is iOS. Next, web platforms. We know these web platforms, nothing but browsers, Chrome, Safari, Microsoft Edge, Opera, whatever. Next, cloud platforms. AWS, GCP. GCP means Google Cloud Platform. Servers we access over the internet. Next, embedded platforms. Small chips inside a microwave, car engines, laptops, desktops, smartphones, whatever. Okay, so simply I can say that, so general purpose means it is not only limited for any specific, okay, so it includes everything, domains, industries, tasks, as well as platforms. So this is the biggest advantage regarding Python. So why Python more popular means this is the main reason, okay, because Python is general purpose language, or simply we can call it as versatile. Any doubts up to now? Okay,
No, sir.
fine.
Got clear.